Hello, viewers. My name is Omoyele Sowore, and I'm reaching you live again from New York City on Sahara TV. Today, we are discussing the killings carried out by multinational forces of the country of Chad, Niger, and Nigeria in a small village in Borno State known as Baga on April 19, 2013. We have been hearing a lot of conflicting reports. The army says only a few people were killed, but the emergency officials and operatives who have been called in to help the villagers are giving a number of figures that is quite different from what Nigerian government and their allies in those two countries have given to the public. So we have the opportunity today to talk to someone who's been on the ground helping helping the families and those affected by the military invasion of this Baga. And this is the Red Cross spokesman from Abuja, Mr. Nwakpa. Hello, Mr. Nwakpa. You're welcome to Sahara TV.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming on our show. We want you to tell us at what point did the Red Cross find out that the army had invaded Baga?
Yeah, the Nigerian Red Cross Society is a grassroots organization in Nigeria. That is to say, we are everywhere in Nigeria. We are at the local government level, at the community level, and so if anything that is happening, it will take minutes before it comes to our notice because we are everywhere in Nigeria.
Okay. So that's good to know. So when did you find out about Baga?
Like I said, we heard what was happening through report from our volunteers on ground.
Okay.
Almost immediately.
So and one of the reports we heard was that emergency workers were not allowed immediately after this happened to help with search and rescue, or even providing support for those who were caught up in this crossfire between the multinational forces led by Nigeria and supposedly militants from the Boko Haram sect. What do you know?
On the Red Cross side,
yes.
During crises of that nature, what we do is to find out from the security operatives on the safety of the area. We value our safety because, of course, you know, a dead man cannot give assistance to any other person. And so what we do in most cases, or in all cases, is we'll find out from the security operative of our safety before we go in. When they say they cannot guarantee our safety, we'll wait until when they can guarantee our safety. And that was exactly what happened in Baga. It wasn't as if they banned us from going in, but when we first contacted them, they said they couldn't guarantee our safety. And so we hold on until when our safety is guaranteed.
So how long did that take? How long did it take before you could actually move in there to help?
I've lost count. I can't really say. I can't really tell you how long it lasted, but I know that immediately we were in contact all through until they gave us signal that we could go in to do what we have to do.
So let's go to the figures now. From your report, from reports we read from the Red Cross, they said there were at least 187 people died in the invasion of Baga. So is that still the position and the number you are sticking with at this point?
At this point in time, we are concerned about the living. We are concerned about giving our support and assistance to the people that were injured in one way or another, or people that lost one or two things to the crisis. And so we moved in. There, not just the Nigerian Red Cross Society, but other responding agencies. And as it is now, the Nigerian Red Cross Society is doing need assessment in Baga to determine what the needs of the people are, and that will help us to determine actually how we are going to assist them.
So would it be still correct that the figures given by the Red Cross at 187 people killed in Baga remains the figure? Because I know you probably, because of politics, don't want to answer that question, but it's important. This emanated from the Red Cross initially.
Like I said, at this point in time, our focus is not on the dead. Our focus is on the living, the injured, the humanitarian aspect of what happened. So at this particular point in time, we are not talking about the dead. We are talking about the living. And the need assessment we are conducting is not about the dead. It's about the living, about the people that sustain injury or lost one or two things, like I said before. And so our major concern right now is on how we can ameliorate the suffering of the people that lost either houses or lost their food storages, or are injured and need help in one way or the other. That is our focus at this particular point in time.
All right. If we move away from the dead, and we go to the living and the injured, how many people are you catering to injured? Injured people are you catering to at this, and do you have a ballpark figure?
The assessment is ongoing, and let's assume that maybe by Monday we'll be able to come up with our results. Then we'll move on from there.
Okay, so
the assessment is ongoing.
So what are the kind of things you're getting from your need assessment process? What are the needs? What are people asking for most? The people who are currently displaced or wounded.
In the immediate time, some people are asking for food items, some non-food items, like household items. But like I said, it is not conclusive yet because the assessment is ongoing.
Yes.
So I will not be able at this point in time to tell you that this number of items or this number of people need this kind of support or that kind of support. The assessment is ongoing, and as soon as we conclude our assessment, we'll be ready to go to assist them. And probably when we are giving them the assistance, we'll not hesitate to tell the world what we are doing and how many people we are assisting. We may not be able to assist everybody because the Nigerian Red Cross Society is not the only responding agency. We'll assist as many as we can. If we can assist all of them, fine, we'll go on and assist everybody. And then, like I'm saying, maybe by Monday or thereabout, we'll be able to come up with a conclusive result of what we found out in the assessment. Of course, like I said, we are not the only one doing the need assessment. There are other responding agencies like NEMA and others. We may compare our results, and then we'll come up with our action plan.
Yes, a senator went to Baga yesterday and came up this morning saying that actually over 228 people, I think 288 people died and over 4,000 houses were destroyed. I know you don't like to talk about the dead. In terms of housing, would it be correct that up to 4,000 houses were incinerated by the rampaging troops on that day? Would it be correct?
My brother, I wouldn't want to be drawn into the politics of what the government is saying or what the government is not saying or what the government is doing or what the government is not doing. We have our mandate. Okay. And the government has its own mandate. So we are not government. We are a humanitarian agency, and we concern ourselves with what we can do.
All right. So let me ask, have you had unfettered access to assist people, or are you still having problem with safety for your workers and volunteers?
We won't go in if we are not sure of our safety.
Okay.
So we'll go in until our safety is guaranteed.
Well, I know that it's a difficult thing for you. Apparently, you have to evade a lot of questions because you don't want to be on the wrong side of the people who in government, and this is a very, very contentious issue. But are you getting international assistance at all from your partner organizations around the world?
Of course, Red Cross is one family worldwide. The International Committee of Red Cross, International Committee of Red Cross is there. And when we say Red Cross, we mean Red Cross as a family, not just the Nigerian Red Cross Society. But of course, you know that other international, the International Red Cross, or what we call participating national societies, that is other national societies that will assist if the need be, will come through the Nigerian Red Cross Society. And so when I say Nigerian Red Cross Society, I mean the Red Cross family.
All right. Another quick question I want to ask you is about how many of these trouble spots do you have your people deployed in Nigeria at this time? Because we've been hearing stories about ongoing fights in Aguleri area between Kogi and Aguleri people. We've been, there's just a lot of trouble spots in Nigeria these days. You have an idea where your men are deployed at this time apart from Baga?
Our men are everywhere. We have branches in all the 36 states, including the Federal Capital Territory. It's not a matter of deploying people to a trouble spot. We are everywhere. The Red Cross is everywhere. There is no place we are. You go in Nigeria and you will not find us, whether in the troubled area or peaceful area. We are just everywhere.
So naturally, what people ask us is, how can they help you guys? How can they help Red Cross? Is there a way that ordinary Nigerians or Nigerians in diaspora can get information about what you need, or if they can be of help? Is there a central place where they can reach you or assist you? Do you have a website?
Yeah, we do have a website, www.nrcsng.org.
Okay.
They can go there. We have other outlets. How we launch our appeal when we want our appeal to be launched, and then people will come in there and help us. Like during the flood issue, we launched appeal through our outlets, and so many people, so many international organizations, corporate organizations within Nigeria responded. So that is not a problem. We have our channels of appeal.
Well, that's very good to know. But is there any way that Nigerians inside Nigeria can reach you if they don't have access to a computer, like if they don't have access to your website, especially regarding Baga?
There is a mobile phone. They can call if they have my number or any other number of the Nigerian Red Cross Society. They can contact the nearest Red Cross branch where they are, and they will always get our contact in Nigeria. Like I said, Red Cross is one. If you're in America, if you go to the American Red Cross and you want to get through to the Nigerian Red Cross Society, it's a matter of seconds.
Yes. Well, Mr. Nwakpa, we want to thank you very much for coming on our show. Do you have any last words you want to tell our viewers and listeners today about what you're trying to do in a place like Baga?
Thank you very much. We are doing our best. Like I said, we are doing need assessment, and once we conclude, we're excited to tell the world how we are assisting the people.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for coming, and we hope that you'll be in touch with us to keep us updated about what's happening.
Anytime.
Thank you. All right, viewers, it's been Mr. Nwakpa talking about Red Cross activity, Nigerian Red Cross activities to save those who are displaced, wounded, and injured. Injured in the Baga area, where the multinational force led by the Nigerian army invaded that village on April 19th, I believe, and a lot of people were killed. Several people are displaced, and as of yesterday, they said some of the villagers are still in hiding. So please do not go away. We're going to talk to more emergency officials out of Nigeria, and a lot more on our show today on SaharaTV is on its way.